Hello, we're live.
Oh my god, we're live, and it means
Well,
one thing.
what does it mean, Yamek?
It's a new season, it's finally happening.
Yeah. So,
Listen, that
yeah,
ain't an
I'm listening.
off season, that was fun.
Hmm.
But we're here for some Div 6 action, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Exciting.
Now, you've done a very good job. You've organised our first cast of the season.
I have.
Many more to come, but you did a terrible job.
Yes.
Because you picked two teams that I can't pronounce. Who are we watching today?
That was intentional. So, we've got two Div 6 teams. We've got, well, I can't pronounce them either, but I'll give it a go. We've got Svartalheim and Panditas del Nexo.
So, from henceforth, Svartalheim, I shall be referring to as Heim.
Okay, yeah, seems legit.
And Panditas is pandas, man. They're pandas, 100%.
Yeah, okay. That'll work.
Look, if there's one thing us ignorant Brits do well, it's mispronouncing people's names.
Exactly, yeah.
So, they're picking maps at the moment, or
They're trying to.
yeah, they're mainly discussing people turning up. It's not working. So, as they haven't picked a map yet, we were just discussing that these two teams have played against each other recently.
Yes. Yeah, quite recently, yeah. Towards the end of last season, right?
Yeah, it was their second last match of the main part of last season. And Heim won, Svartalheim won, but Svartalheim didn't go through to the playoffs because they finished 9th. And Pandas, did go through to the playoffs and made it all the way through to the semis.
Yeah, so what you're saying is it should be a good game.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is if you're Svartalheim, you're thinking, listen, we beat these guys at the end of the last season, we know we can do it again, and we can prove that we should be in the playoffs this season.
Yeah,
And
seems legit.
Panditas are like, fuck it, we're winning this season, we ain't getting knocked out in the semis again. So
Yeah, I mean the team. I presume the team who beat them has been promoted this season. So, and you know the top three teams in the division. So yeah, they've kind of moved up in the pecking order. So yeah, they should feel pretty confident.
yeah, so this really is a game with a lot to prove. And both teams have done a few seasons of Heroes Lounge as well. Like, you know, they know what they're about. They probably practiced together quite a lot. Obviously, this is like a completely new meta now from last season.
That's true, yeah.
You know, Johanna Rhaegar completely taken over the game.
Bit of Stukov sprinkled in for good luck.
I know, both teams' main tanks both picked mainly Johanna last season. So, guaranteed to see that banned, I think. Or both teams trying to hopefully let it through the draft so they can have it themselves. Oh, and we're getting the first map bans now. We are getting organised.
Yeah, I'm doing the thing. We're looking at the map bans now. So Panditas del Nexo have banned Volskaya, which I believe is a favour of Svartalheim, or they've at least had a good record on it. I can't quite remember. I've not got the stats in front of me. Svartalheim have banned Dragonshire, and then
well, they didn't ban Dragonshire. They banned the Dragon map.
Sorry, yes, the Dragon map. That's right.
That pesky Dragon map.
Yeah, it's an important distinction to make.
And Panda's also banning Ultrarak. Or saying ban Ultrarak if they can't ban it themselves.
Okay, we're good.
Concentrating on changing stuff, clearly.
Yes.
It must be hard having to, you know, do stuff while talking. I couldn't imagine that life.
I know, well that's why I got you here. You do the talking, I'll do the clicking and the changing most of the time.
Brains and the beautiful face. I'm just the voice of this team. It's also pretty much all I do in actual matches for us as well, right? Turn up and chat non-stop and hope we win a game.
Yeah, exactly.
The doomed towers are also doomed in our opinion. Get it out. Get it out, I tell you. Personally, I agree with all of these map bans up until Towers of Doom because that's one of my favourites.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Towers of Doom is more often than not produces an interesting game, so a bit of a shame to see it banned out.
So, looks like we're going to be ready for a map pick. Where do you think we're being taken?
I know where we're being taken because I can read it. It's Battlefield of Eternity.
Ah, that's what those 3 letters with exclamation marks mean. BOE exclamation mark exclamation mark. Now I did spot that pandas favour a variant pick, and I'm wondering if this. I mean, BOE is quite a nice variant map. Maybe they're thinking we can't have Johanna. Let's get variant on BOE. That's right. I know. Shock horror. I've done my research. I actually paid attention to what these people play.
This guy knows what he's talking about.
Look, I've got to say something while you're doing all this technical changes. I'm waiting for chat to liven up on Twitch. I see Bean lurking. Everyone doing the very important thing and choosing to watch us, not anyone else. Div 6 is of course going to be the most exciting div, except for 5.
Div 5? What's exciting about Div 5?
Well, it's the one that Galgal's team used to be in, and they've left it, so obviously there's all to play for there as well.
Guess so.
Div 4 is going to be boring. It's just too predictable who's going to win Div 4 this season.
Okay. But who?
AFK for Coco, of course.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah, we're due our turn. The lobby has been created.
It's there.
So,
it's there.
heading on over. Oh no, it's not looking promising, Poppin. I have no clear favourite here because there is very poor portrait synergy.
I mean, hold on. I think there is a little bit of portrait synergy, which we will see in a minute.
There's Chen's appearing.
Yeah, it doesn't help that me and you are on one of the teams.
Yeah. Get these imposters out.
You know, that is certainly breaking some of the portrait synergy. I think both teams have got a nice bit of synergy going on, actually.
No, we've got Carbot Chens versus Carbots. Right?
Hold on, we've got Carbot Chens and a Carbot Lily versus... it might be a work in progress from Svartalheim.
They're getting there.
They're
getting there. Okay,
yeah.
I'm being persuaded. They obviously had that bit of freedom in the off season. You know, it's the first game back. Time to get your portraits back in sync. Get ready to win some games. And Pandas, of course, choosing the Panda portrait, which I do thoroughly approve of.
Just to reassure everyone, we will be showing the portraits after the draft.
Yeah,
we're bigging them up now.
Just building the suspense for you guys.
Yeah,
we're giving you something to look forward to. So at this stage of the draft, I want to ask you, based on portraits alone, Poppin, who's going to win?
I wholeheartedly approve of Panditas del Nexo's. I mean, you got a Lily, you've got a load of Chens, although it's nice and consistent on the side of Svartalheim.
I know, yeah. I'm with you. I think the Panda's got it going on.
Right, so we've got one team ready.
Wait.
Oh, just in case there is any doubt, I will say that we are ready.
Yeah. I don't think that's needed. I actually don't think anyone cares if we're ready. You're just putting extra pressure now on Heim to get themselves ready. That's all you're doing. You monster, Bobbin. You're a monster. Can I just say, from having looked at what heroes Svartalheim picked last season, with the Johanna potentially being banned, they're potentially going to be going for like any tank. Like they
Okay.
played 5 games in May, but then literally it's just like every other tank is played like 1 or 2 times.
Yeah, I saw one of the teams had May banned against them quite a lot. Was that?
That must be them.
That'd be
That must
Svartalheim,
be
yeah.
Svartalheim.
I'm sure I saw that they picked it like May like 5 times, then had it banned like 10 times against them.
11 times banned against them.
11, okay. So
Yeah, so they ain't getting that. That's
yeah,
for sure.
well, you never know, new meta. So
I mean, May's equally in a good place right now.
yeah, she's okay.
She's not hugely popular, but she's all right. I hate her personally, but
right, both teams are ready.
yeah, time to do the thing where we start the match, start the draft. You change the screen on Twitch and you work hard. Yeah, he's ahead of it. Now we
Yes,
just
I
need
remembered.
the betting bot set up and we're good to go.
It's ready. It's ready.
No, I thought that was far too high hopes for game 1 of the season.
Look at this.
Professional stream, let's go.
I know, it's great, isn't it? So first pick over on the side of Svartalheim. So you think we'll see all? What do you think we're going to see? We're going to see all the meta heroes banned out. Is it? I'm talking about Rhaegar, Stukov, Johanna. Are we going to see one team try and make a bit of a play and sort of leave them open? And
I think they're going to ban Anna. I think they're going to let Pandas do the banning of Johanna Rhaegar.
Yeah.
And I think they just ban Anna, probably ban Stukov because he's so popular, or completely ignore me and ban Diablo.
Yeah, I mean, the Panditas can, they can leave some of these heroes open so that they can pick one themselves, Be like, okay, you can
I think we've just done more research than them, because Pandas did not play Diablo once last season or have it banned against them.
No? Okay, that's interesting.
Oh, no, sorry, I missed it. They picked it 3 times with a 30% win rate.
Okay.
I'm not convinced that was a necessary ban.
It's a good Diablo map, and if they don't like playing into it, then, fair enough.
They picked Anna 10 times and had it banned against them 7 times.
Maybe they're not afraid of it, as Panditas ban out the Johanna. Li Ming ban.
I mean, yeah, she's just going to
Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense on this map.
No one wants to play against it, and this is going to be the Rhaegar ban, right? Protect
think
yourself
so.
from the meta.
Yeah.
I mean,
definitely
the problem is, neither team really played Rhaegar last season, but that's because he just wasn't in the meta at. Like, no one was playing him last season, so you don't really know if a team's going to be good with him or not. And there he is. It's just better safe than sorry, right?
Yeah. And the first pick, Valor. So Stukov's still open.
Insta lock as well.
Yeah, confident pick.
That was confident. They want to win the race.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when Svartalheim won against Panditas last season, they played like an UFA main tank comp in one of the maps. Is that right?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't look in that much detail.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I turn up and I look pretty. That's what I'm here for. There's the Varian.
Along with the Stukov. Taunt Silence, a very nasty combo.
Yeah. It'll be interesting as well down in Div 6. I can really imagine that ruining some people.
Yeah, for sure. There's the Anduin pickup.
The Anduin pulls. You can save someone ever so often from that combo. But you might struggle to keep up with it.
And there's the May that we've talked about. Big comfort pick for Dwergman. Probably happy to see it get through that phase.
I feel like Svartalheim at the moment are getting a very nice, comfortable comp for themselves. Like, those are heroes they've played a lot of together.
Yeah.
What big combos do you think you're going to see following up on the Varian? Maybe a Tassadar? They played him 11 times last season.
Yeah, that could be nice. That's sort of really easy to hit damage, can't get blocked.
Guaranteed blow up, isn't it?
Yeah. It would pair nicely with a Greymane as well. And Sonya, very nice. Yeah, I think
Picked
Yeah, I think
11 times last season as well, Sonya.
Yeah, I think a TAS would definitely round off the red team's draft quite nicely. It'll give them that sort of bursty mage damage. See Hogger picked up on the other side.
I mean, the Hogger can jump in and interrupt a Stukov silence, right?
Yeah,
But the entirety of Panda's team is going to be going the other way. So Hogger might kind of just find himself not having a lot to focus, not having a
possibly.
lot to disrupt.
Yeah,
Well,
see the
he can make the Tastar's life difficult.
yeah. See Cassia as the last pick from the blue team, so some nice blinds against the grey main.
Tastar or Jaina, I reckon.
Yeah, I like this. I like the look of TAS here, but we'll see.
Da, da, da.
Bum bum bum. Hi Proxy,
Hanzo. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I mean, it works, right? It's
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
blow up. It's good for racing on this map.
Yep, some nice poke.
We need to get our votes in. We need to get our votes in.
Do.
I don't even know how many points I have.
I don't know. I cannot bet against the Hanzo. Hanzo OP.
Oh,
Oh
too
no,
late.
you went.
Too late. I beat you to it.
Hanzo underpowered. Oh no, I don't have enough cocoa points.
Silence route. It's getting my vote, definitely. How many points?
That many?
Hop in. You poor person.
I know.
And Proxy joining in, but not joining in. What a tease.
So
Coward Proxy, put your points where your mouth is.
Quick look at the portrait synergy.
Yeah, the portraits are nice here, right? They got it sorted.
They've done a good job.
So are you taking us through Svartalheim?
Yeah, I can do.
When we get into game.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, someone's computer's running slow here. This is taking a while to load. There we go.
Okay, so we're into map 1 of Svartalheim versus Panditas del Nexo. Starting off the blue team, we have Dwergman on the May, Iron Fistman on the Valor, Heroes Lounge Chief Tech Astreus on the Cassia, Najibani Zerg on Hogger, and Battle Mercy on the Anduin. That's Svartalheim.
Right, hopping over to red team. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this Sonya's name, so I'm going to call him Mart. Mart on Sonya, super average on Greymane, Necromu on Stukov, Rasta on Hanzo, and Arsalara on Varian. Very nice names, not very nice to pronounce.
No, I think we did okay. We got there in the end. Quick look at talents as the teams are just sort of posturing around. Hogger's looking back just in case there's a bit of a team fight going on. Q Valor, as you'd expect. Nothing really standing out, to be honest. W Hanzo, low blow from Stukov.
Yeah, all pretty standard talents, and everyone just, clearing the way, playing fairly sensible at the moment. No one really diving for a kill. I mean, the thing to remember is when you've got Varian main tank, you don't have a tank till level 4, right?
Exactly.
So we perhaps can't judge Pandas too much if they're a bit passive for the first little bit while they just soak safely.
Yeah, Proxy pointing out that Hogger has a dirty name, so let's censor that and just not look at him again for the rest of this match.
Wait, I need to look at Hogger's name now. Oh. Something about Zerg. He's doing something naughty to Zerg, I'm guessing. What language is that rude in, so everyone can Google translate it? Proxy, that's what we want to know. Important question for you, Poppin.
Yeah.
At the moment, I can only see blue team. How do I change my camera?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
I can't
don't
remember.
Want to break
It's been that long.
Press E perhaps.
I can see
Cassia
everything.
coming
He's
under a lot of pressure.
genius.
Nice blind on the Greymane, and the pull from Anduin used to save the Cassia. She does get out. Blue team started off a little bit aggro in that fight, putting pressure on the Varian, but it swiftly turned around onto that Cassia. I'm glad you can see again.
It's a big thing. Oh, Hogger is fighting Sonya to death and top, and is very lucky to get out. Sonya willing to take a couple tower shots. She wanted that kill. So yeah, Sonya dominating the top lane right now, but both players needing to heal up after that confrontation.
Yeah, Hogger went for On the Prowl at one, which I think it's definitely been meta at some point. I don't know what state it is at the moment. I don't know, I think they made a good choice there. I don't know.
I really cannot comment about Hogger talents, I'm not gonna lie. Not played
Yeah,
him since release.
it was good about a year ago at least. That's all I know.
Now, I think
Here's level
Heim are going
4.
to struggle to hold on to this camp at bot. They've taken a bit of damage, and Hanzo's arriving now.
Yep, here
So
comes the Sonya as well,
we've got
rotating
we've
down.
got Taunt, and we've got the Stukov. So yeah, the camp goes to Pandas. Taunt goes out. May's dead. Yeah, that's. I mean, they did a good job. They waited to level 4, and then they took the fight. And what do you know? They steal the camp away. Objective is up. No one's doing it. Hogger's spinning on a bruiser camp and might be spinning for a little while longer. So yeah, first half of the objective is going to go the way of Pandas, and they get half-time show.
Here's
And
the taunt on the
is
Cassia. Nice silence, and Anduin can't save the Cassia.
straight away dead while Hogger's still trying to do a camp. That is perhaps a bit of a poor decision there with how fast he can clear it, and much faster being cleared is the Immortal for Team Panda, who also start their bruiser camp, so they're going to really put the pressure on.
Yeah, very nicely done there, just catching the camp before finishing the objective. They've got some really nice race on the red team. And blue team...
know what they're... Yeah, sorry.
I was just going to say, blue team really need level 7 for that Valor Monster Hunter if they want to keep up with the race.
Yeah. Red team know what their strategy were, wait till 4, get a couple picks with the taunt and the silence, and they win the race because of it. So, yeah, nice start.
So, pressure being put on here. Taunt's up in 5 seconds. As soon as this wall goes down, I wouldn't be surprised to see them try another taunt, perhaps.
Yeah. Hogger is trying to push with the camping bot, but Sonya's doing a good job to chase him away. So she's going to clear that bot camp, and it looks like this fort is probably just going to go down. Oh, there's the silence. Goodbye, May. Anduin maybe could be doing more to save for this situation, but his pool's on such a long cooldown. You know, that's why this taunt silence comp is so good. It's just you can do it every like 20 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, some really good value there from the red team. First objective, getting the fort, which is not always guaranteed. You can, sometimes you get a tower. You get like 2 towers, don't you, sometimes? But they got a whole fort, they got a kill, it's got a nice level lead, they pick up the camp, they're looking for more kills before level 10.
Like with the well changes, like it's so common now where you just get the towers and the gate and you don't feel like you get enough value. So good job taking that entire fort away. Nice pressure as well coming in the top lane. As long as they don't tower dive or do anything stupid, they're going to get the value here. The Sonya's still dominating against the Hogger in bot, so they can just keep the pressure up in top lane. Linux in chat saying, what, May?
She did disappear very quickly, it's true. Red team standing up.
Isolating her, actually. She's gone in a Stukov, but no one there to really follow up on it. And
a lot of damage going on to the May there. She's used a trait, and she might go down here. She's not careful. Oh, it's Grey May who falls.
Yeah, Valor just being left to fire away, and eventually manages to chunk one of them down. May really wanting to chase and be aggressive. You can tell that as well earlier when she was pushing out through the gates and trying to look for the fight.
Both offlaners kind of having a peek at the camp, but not really committing. Hogger might be in a little bit of trouble here if he's not careful.
But it is Hogger, yeah.
Okay. It is Hogger.
That's the drawback of ganking a Hogger. And it's going to be a close race this to the halftime show.
Yeah, let's see who wins. Okay, so the red team was slightly faster, and though they did group up as 5, it's still a little bit quicker.
Positioning here, they really wanted to avoid a fight there.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Cassia's clearing top. This is going to give a big advantage to the Pandas.
Yeah.
Then they're going to be too slow to come. Oh, and Leap comes out, Taunt comes out, and here's the silence. That's a dead Valor.
Yeah, blue team sort of acknowledging that the other team, Panditas, had level 10, so Cassia went off to soak, and then Valor Presumably just looking for a Q stack or two, got caught out with Leap. They've hit level 10 now, so, you know, they're back in this.
Second objective going to the Pandas. I mean, you know with a variant that you really got the advantage probably up until 16, and then it tends to tail off.
Yeah.
So as long as they keep the pressure up and they keep making use of that advantage, you know, don't let it get to that late game where Varian feels like he drops off a bit. There needs to be a bit more from this Hogger to go in and stop the silence as well, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, they need to take a proper team fight rather than just, you know, waiting to be taunted.
And they're only pushing us 4 now. They can clearly see Sonya's top, so they could have gone quite aggressive behind that morsel if they wanted. Meanwhile, Sonya's slapping her tower.
Getting a nice bit of damage on there.
Senses the rotation going. Backs to get top camp. Getting the bruiser camp nice and early. And Varian just contemplating going in 1v4, but probably not going to take the bait.
Yeah. So we didn't really talk about heroics. Ice Wall from May. I suppose they've got the sort of Rain of Vengeance light bomb follow up there and the Shockwave from Hogger, so
yeah, they've got that
potential there.
Everyone can go in.
Yeah, and on the other side we've got sort of the Dragon Arrow lockdown, the Cursed Bullet to dunk a load of health off May, and the Leap. Well, we saw what Leap can do just earlier, so...
Looking at the ults on Heim's team, there is nothing to save them from that, exactly what we're watching now.
Yeah.
Like...
A lot of pressure on Stukov.
A lot of pressure on Stukov. But yeah, they don't really have anything that's going to appeal for the target of the Leap, the silence, the taunt. So, in a way, in a fight, are they just expecting to
Here's the Leap on Valor
every time?
Oh, nice pull by Anduin.
Yeah.
200 health.
But if you're Pandas now, you know you can actually keep being aggressive because the pool's been used. So that's their one saving grace gone.
Yeah, well, the objective is just spawning in 10 seconds. They are positioning aggressively, so they are sort of going along with what you said.
Positioning like he wanted a gank there as well. There's the Varian in position. Ooh. And Cassia's going to get deleted. That's my call. No.
Okay, Varian backing off.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they got the half-time race, so, you know.
Oh, seemed very boring and safe. And you've got to defend now if you're Heim.
Yeah, they are fighting to 13 talents, but...
Valor wanted to race then. So she's going to be a bit late coming.
Yeah. Sonya gets a bit low.
Nice ice wall. Sonya's dead. This is your chance back into the game. Stukov.
Nice light bomb. Stukov is surely going down. Nice dragon arrow to almost peel, but he does fall in the end.
Good attempt by Hanzo to peel. And they lost that 5v4.
Yeah.
The Valor got there late.
That's true. So yeah, the blue team definitely have to zone here. The Hanzo can definitely poke away at this Immortal if they...
I was going to say, the Hanzo, Greymane and Varian here could also pick up a kill.
Yeah, they can get a kill, they can race.
They're still a threat.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like blue team should have this in hand though, that Valor race.
Yeah, Valor's getting plenty of value. Just attacking away. And
red team... Okay, I wondered if red team might try and force a fight there while the blue team were a little split, but they're just going to back off and get ready to defend.
Yeah, blue team going to clear the wave, which does give red team a bit of time to just get sorted, get ready for this defense. Interesting that Hogger looks like he's making his way down bot as well. So they could have had 5v4 top, but Sonya's following him down, keep making sure they keep equal on soak. That's a nice ice wall, but counter taunt comes out.
Yeah, that just delayed May putting the stun down, so that was a nice taunt there. Appealing taunt.
The Immortal's half elf, so it's not going to get the fort, I don't think.
Yeah, it's getting melted by Greymane hands though.
And that's where the Hanzo pick over perhaps the Tassadar or the Jaina does make sense, because they can do a lot of Immortal damage.
Yeah, definitely.
Still that kind of Hogger Sonya stalemate down bot, and while
blue team hesitating a bit.
Yeah, a bit of indecision. I thought they were going straight for the bruisers, but they just seem to have changed their mind.
Yeah, putting a bit of pressure on Varian here, and Panditas back off from the camp.
I feel like
Oh no, they captured the camp. I thought they were running away.
Varian. Oh,
Here's the
nice
Dragon Arrow and the leap.
Nice leap as well, and the silence gets all three of them, surely.
Very nicely done. Cassia's surely
And
going to fall as well.
goes.
Yeah.
That arrow was all they needed as an initiation.
Yeah, perfectly timed. Great
That's
follow-up.
where, as Varian starts to drop off, you've got a nice initiation from his team anyway to seal the deal for them.
Yeah.
Sonya
So
choosing to steal the bruisers away while the rest of the team push top.
yeah, it seems legit. It could put pressure on bot. And,
Sonya does a lot of fort damage as well, so she could have, helped guarantee that top.
yeah, it looked like they were definitely going to get it. Now I think they will, but I'm not 100%.
Yeah, I think they're still going to. Oh, Valor taking a bit of encouragement, but goes for that Varian and probably could have hurt him a bit.
Yeah, so this bruiser camp that Sonya had picked up is just helping confirm his foot on bot, so that's quite nice. Yeah. Blue team have to respond to that.
Paint the map almost entirely red now. Bot fort, bruisers going their way as a bot fort, bot camp. Bruisers go their way, and perfect timing for the objectives to spawn and them to start racing. I think Heim won the fight last time when they defended the Immortal. It kind of surprises me that they didn't just go for a defense. So a nice
Dragon Arrow into the leap.
And Light Bomb
nice
defensively picks up the counter kill.
Big hugger damage.
2 kills. Nice counter engage there.
Shockwave just misses on the Stukov, but 4 kills from the blue team, very nicely done.
It's a nice Dragon Arrow. There was that bit of hesitation before the leap and the Stukov silence follow up. I think it was just that little bit deeper than they were comfortable following up with.
Yeah.
And that just allowed the counter engage, didn't it?
Well, yeah, the Stukov silence was used on the May just before, and I don't think he got the reset from It Hungers at 13 because of the Anduin pull, so that made all the difference there. The follow-up there would have been devastating, I think, for the blue team. That's
so it's like a well-coordinated ult, but they didn't communicate to actually say, hey, is it off cooldown? Can you follow up? Which, you know, when you're seeing that opportunity for the Dragon Arrow, it's not like you can just go, pause for a second, are we all ready to follow up on this?
Yeah. So blue team already pressuring bot forts before the Immortal turns up. They need to get back into the map here, don't they? They need to take some structures. Let's try and even things up a little bit.
We know Pandas can melt the Immortal, so blues need to be putting the pressure on with it, so they can't just auto-attack away.
All the heroics are up, so for both teams, so we could see blue team force a fight as the fort falls.
Yeah, this is, don't let them retreat to their keep gate if you can. Hogger can dive in, nice
ice
wall.
There's the taunt to stop the follow-up again.
Taunt and silence secures the kill. Light bomb, lightning ball, light ball goes out.
I'm
surprised to see the Hanzo arrow held on to that long. I suppose he was in the ice wall, so he probably didn't get a chance to.
Yeah, but yeah, very nice damage coming up on the May for the taunt. It looked like another one of those taunts that was sort of like a peel when she did the ice wall to stop her from doing the follow-up stun, but then they had so much damage and the silence that she ended up falling.
Yeah, realistically, because obviously May can't use a trait when she's got the silence on her, and that is such a big part of her sustainability in a fight that once that silence is on there, it doesn't take the full focus of Panda's team to finish her off. If you've got the Grey Main and the Hanzo or the Grey Main and the Sonya, that May's dead either way, right?
Exactly,
as long as the Anduin can't pull her out, she's going to struggle.
Yeah, he has gone for
a gank on Hogger here.
He has gone for 2 pulls at 16, so Anduin's got a bit more saving power, but yeah, it's like you say, it's still a long cooldown even if you have 2, and taunt silence is just up all the time now, isn't it?
Yeah. And the map is once again entirely red. The Bruiser's about to come up on the left-hand side of the map, so we might actually see them fighting over that as, you know, that classic stage where it's the only thing to do, so both teams end up getting pulled towards it.
Yeah.
Here we go. And Panda's going to start it early with Heim on the way, but not looking confident approaching this, that's for sure. You can tell they're thinking twice.
Yeah.
Got the full combo out on Varian, but
he's isolated.
Charges out of it, and look at the silence. Guarantees that Hogger kill. May's in trouble as well, surrounded by their team.
Nice wall hit Hanzo, but he's absolutely fine.
Panda's managed to escape, and Heimer left clearing bot lane.
Yeah, some nice damage coming out on the Hogger and the silence, and that's the thing with Hogger. If once he starts doing his thing, he starts spinning, you know, he's very scary and hard to deal with. But if you kind of just lock him down, he's not that bad, is he? Just don't let him spin, right?
He really needs to be waiting until the Stukov silence comes out on someone else and to be going in on the Stukov.
Yeah.
Just because that's what's securing the kills every time. I don't think there's been a kill without a Stukov silence.
Yeah. Nice pressure here on the Varian, some nice CC follow-up, but he charges out there.
Almost surprised to see them so hesitant to go after him. Look at that full health Immortal.
I mean, the red team had level 20, the blue team were only 4, so they're a bit, you know, I can understand them being a bit cautious. If they wiped, then it's GG. It might still be GG with a full health Immortal, but they got the Valor, so if they play it right, they can stay in this game. Hogger just cleaning up top, making sure there's no catapult pressure on the core on top lane.
It still very much feels like Panda's had a very clear game plan. They know what their initiations are, they know what their follow-up is, and I just think Heim hasn't quite worked out how to deal with that throughout the game. They haven't got a, right, we're going to bait it out and we're going to counter-engage in this way.
May's picked up Flash Freeze at 20, so she has like an automatic trait when she would die. So that will save her from the combo once at least. So she can afford to be a little bit aggressive, perhaps.
Perhaps. Doesn't look like it. It's still got a bit of shield on the Immortal. They're up to core. They need to be doing something to stop this ending. Taunt, silence. There's the automatic one, and dead. So didn't save her. Leap on the Anduin. Light Bomb comes out to get the counter kill, which is nice, but they need to start hitting that Immortal.
Yeah, Hogger was spinning on the backline but couldn't quite confirm a kill. This Immortal needs to be taken down very quickly. There's a Greymane and a Hanzo here who can just click on this core. Varian does fall, Greymane's clicking on it, on the core, and red team win. Map 1.
GG. It's such a shame for Heim there that the Immortal just had so much health, because actually they were picking up the counter kills. They managed to kill the Stukov while the rest of the team were distracted chasing, distracted trying to get the light ball off them, ball lightning off them. So yeah, there was a chance for a bit of a comeback there, but like I said, it just didn't feel like they had the answer to that engage.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they could have done there. Maybe they could have stepped up a little more and looked for a quick fight. I don't know. They had to keep focusing the Immortal as well, so it was a tricky situation, wasn't it?
Well, they got their Varian map, they got their Varian comp, and they pulled it off.
Yes.
So, yeah, hats off to them. Pandas take this game. They're one step towards getting revenge on the last time these two teams encountered each other. So, it's Heim's turn to see if they can claw this back. Prove that they deserve to be in the playoffs this season.
Yes.
Wait, importantly, does this mean I won the bet?
I forgot about that.
Did anyone bet against me, and are all the points mine?
Only me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I don't know, the Valor first pick surprised me when Stukov was open, and I feel like that really punished them. Like, that was just that was just the strength of Stukov at the moment. Yeah.
I mean, I suppose we don't know what they would have taken instead, but yeah, that's such a strong combo with the
yeah, you know, the Valor played the Valor played well, and you know, it's not that the Valor pick was bad in any way, but it was just, you know, you gave up the Stukov, which was a bit, you know, and they used their bans on Li Ming and Diablo, so if they weren't going to pick the Stukov, maybe they could have banned that.
The Valor did a very good job at picking up counter kills in
for sure
fights, but it just wasn't enough to offset the fact that they weren't saving the Mei or the whoever was focused by By the Stukov silence.
Yeah, I am reading chat. Linux isn't happy that I'm not reading chat, but I am. But I don't want to just go on about how it should have been a dragon strike.
That's what I was about to say. Linux just wants you to tell everyone that it should have been a dragon strike because, certain people are known for always picking dragon strike. The
Dragon
worst
strike.
ult in the game.
You don't need to stun people, you need to kill people. That's why Dragon Strike's better. Anyway, Svartalheim have opted for first pick, which I think makes sense. I've said it before, in this meta, first pick is just too valuable.
Yeah, you get control of the bans, and you might get lucky enough to get a Veigar or Johanna, which you want.
Exactly. So Panditas del Nexo go for Garden of Terror. Svartalheim are happy about that. They think it's a fun map. So
does fun mean it's going to be a good one for them though? That's the
yeah,
question.
I hope so. Yeah. Hopefully that suggests that Svartalheim are well prepared for Garden of Terror.
I'm looking at Panda's heroes and trying to guess what kind of comp they could be going for on a Garden of Terror map.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, maybe like Malfeal double soaking on Pale Horse. Maybe
Have you
here.
Have you seen anything from their heroes that suggests we could see something crazy and exciting, unexpected?
No, unless you count Gazlo as crazy and exciting.
Maybe, yeah.
No, nothing particular. Oh, that's nothing that's been played a lot.
Lobby's up, by the way.
They did play Valera once last season, but they lost it, so that might put them
Never
off
again.
trying that again.
Never again.
Zarya once as well. Always appreciate a Zarya as long as it's not on our team. No, I think this could be.
I always read chat.
Hopin never reads chat.
Oh, he always does. He reads it 30 seconds
There's so many Coco people
after
here
you
that
type
we
it.
actually could be having a practice.
Yeah, why aren't we scrimming? What is this?
Coco only turn up to watch cast, not actually to train with each other. That's what we're learning.
Painful. Okay, so what about respect picks from the first map? So I would say that Svartalheim probably don't need to ban the Ming. They might still ban the Diablo, perhaps. It's not his best map on Garden of Terror, so
I just don't see how the Diablo ban really made sense.
it's a good map for him. Not everybody thinks so, but I think there's definitely a lot of people out there that think it's a good Diablo map. So
yeah, I think maybe I would get rid of the Valor. Like
if they don't want it themselves,
yeah, it got a lot of value. Other than that, I don't think you just don't let them get the Stukov, do you? Stukov.
Yeah.
And this map as well, Stukov is very good. Hello, hello.
Yeah, some nice choke points on this map, and
Super average. One moment, please. Super is drinking beer. Now, I don't want to be, a negative Nelly, but I think beer might not contribute to guaranteeing a second winner.
I mean, you say that, but you definitely feel a lot more brave after drinking. So
it helps you make those YOLO decisions.
if we don't
here at AFK for Coco, we only condone warm soft drinks, obviously.
Yeah, so if we see super average really believing and just going in, then we know why.
Yeah, that's right. I beat you to it, Poppin.
Proxy believes that this is good. I believe lots of walls and generally late game maps, so Diablo is decent. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad map for him, right? But
yeah, but neither team really showing that they've played a lot of Diablo in the past. So I just don't know if you would prioritize it that much. And Diablo is, I mean, if you have reason to suspect it's going to be played, you just let it through, right? And you'd counter it. You get that percentage damage, you get the garrosh, you get,
yeah,
I mean, Johanna or whatever else. You deal with it.
Right, so we are heading into draft of map number 2, Svartalheim versus Panditas del Nexo. Panditas are 1-0 up. Svartalheim have responded by taking first pick here. There's the Stukov respect ban, we expected that. Not letting him through for a second map in the row. And then I guess the red team is Rhaegar Johanna bans again. I don't see any reason why they would do anything different. And yeah, we'll just have to see what Svartalheim do with their second pick. There's a Falstad ban, okay. Are you still here, Yemek? Is that a bit of a spec ban?
I'm still here. I mean, it's
Okay.
just a nice map for macro, isn't it? So
Yeah. In
and
fact,
they played quite aggressive last game, so I mean, maybe they're just thinking, get rid of Gust. Don't
yeah.
give them a disengage option.
They,
They really didn't have disengage option last game, and that's why it was so painful for them, I think.
There's the Dahaka ban. I'm wondering if Panditas are not going to ban Johanna or Rhaegar here, and they're going to go for the, you can have one, we'll have the other.
Guarantee they get one.
Yeah, it's strange that they banned both last game and not this game. It's like they might... Like, and then banning the Falstad now is... Oh no, Johanna ban. Okay, so they're just giving the Rhaegar then, which is...
Well, like I said, neither team really have a track record of playing Rhaegar, so it's just whether with the new meta someone's picked it up.
Yeah,
so we'll see how
mean,
Battle gets on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can take the risk that they don't really have a Rhaegar player. We don't.
I mean, are there any counters that you think of where it's like, oh, I'm going to deliberately let the Rhaegar through so we can play this strategy? I wouldn't say I think there is.
Yeah, I can't think of one. The Anna is nice. The
Anna
healing
is nice.
Yeah, the healing reduction on the grenade is quite nice. The Garrosh is quite nice as well, I guess, if you kind of isolate people away from the Rhaegar.
It can suck when you're that Garrosh though, and you're feeling the constant slows around you, and you're just not able to attack anyone to get that heal on yourself, or get to anyone to get a throw. So we'll see how he copes with that. I presume he's going to pick up Unstoppable just to give him that slight relief.
Presume so. Aggression.
I was going to say the aggression could definitely be going the opposite way this game then.
Yeah, so first game, we definitely saw the red team sort of going all in with the leaps and the taunts and grey main. The blue team looking to bring the aggro this time. I'd be excited to see a bloodlust here.
What I would say though is that when you play a noob into Garrosh, it's that extra consideration you always have of, if I go in, I'm going to suddenly find myself a lot further in than I intended. So he does have to watch out for that a little bit, provided the Garrosh doesn't end up throwing his beetles.
Yes. Does he definitely throw beetles?
I'm pretty sure he does.
Because I thought for the longest time that he threw minions on Infernal Shrines and he doesn't.
Oh, really? Maybe I'm just paranoid. Maybe I'm just extra cautious when I'm playing the Garrosh.
Maybe, I don't know.
We'll have to experiment with it. We'll pay attention this game.
Yeah, here comes the Malthael and the Tassar that we mentioned last map. So Malthael is gonna deal with the macro, lots of soak.
And do you know the reason why I decided to bet on Pandas last game is because they were playing a lot of heroes that they were clearly very comfortable with last season, and they've got that again here now in this comp already. It is their comfort picks. They've got the Anna they picked 10 times last season. They've got the Malthael that they picked 8 times last season. The Tassadar 11 times last season. So it's their reliable favourites, definitely.
Yeah, we see Hanzo Tychus coming out from the blue team. So they don't strike me as the type who are going to, go in that much, but no, it can work. It's a lot of nice damage.
And again, maybe they're thinking it's time for me to get the Dragon Arrow Leap combo with the Anub diving in.
Yeah.
Bit of revenge. We just suffered against this. We think we can do it better. Time to throw it back at you.
Yeah.
So there'll be that extra sense of satisfaction, I'm sure, if they pull it off this game.
Yeah, and then Sylvanas, the last pick coming out from Panditas. That's super average on the Sylvanas, so who's been on the beer, so they might just E in all game. We'll see.
Yeah. See some very aggressive Sylvanas plays.
Yeah, for
I'm not
sure.
entirely sure how the Sylvanas plays into this comp. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but it could just be as much as putting that silencing arrow in when the
Yeah.
Malthael goes in and letting him get that extra value.
Yeah, there's a possibility of mind control as well, perhaps. Just following up on the Garrosh throws. Mind control's, it's pretty useful if you hit it.
Tell us about that, Poppin.
No,
An
I might have.
entire game to level 20 where you didn't land a single mind control?
That might be true, yes. But more importantly, we are going into game number 2, and on the left-hand side we have Svartalheim with Iron Fistman on the Hanzo, Dwergman on the Anubarak, Zerg on the Sonya, Battle Mercy on the OP Doggy Rhaegar, and Astreus on the Tychus.
And on the right-hand side, we've got some team that I've translated to be pandas. Pandas have Mart on Malthael, Arisala on Garrosh, Rasta on Tassadar, Necro Moo on Anna, and Super Average drinking beers on Sylvanas.
That's Panditas del Nexo. Pandas.
Panditas del Pandas. Cool.
I will no more comments on mind control proxy. Sorry. So we see a beetle build coming out from Anubarak. Grenades from
Both teams
Tychus.
very much positioning here to say we want a fight early on. Anub looking to burrow in, Garrosh looking for the throw, but the wave gets cleared quickly by Pandas. Sylv's on the way to bot, Malthael's on the way to top, and it looks like they're keeping 3 people in mid, unless Tassadar keeps being indecisive about where he wants to go to.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised to see them want to fight a little bit. We've got W build Hanzo who wants stacks, and on the other side we have Tassadar who wants some stacks, and Garrosh.
Are you surprised to see Tychus pairing himself up against Malthael and Sonya going for the Sylvanas?
It is a bit unusual, yeah. I think Sylv will be positioning to get to the siege camp shortly.
Well, there we go. Both teams going straight to their siege camp. As always, when you get a Rhaegar player, Rhaegars just think they're meant to be doing camps all the time. So he gets there early, and both the solo lanes on a bit of a standstill at the moment. No one really pushing that hard.
Yeah, I assume that sort of I never understand Malthael, but he will destroy Sonya, right? So it's kind of favourable for the Sonya to have.
Yeah, the Tychus can just poke at the Malthael a bit and avoid actually taking any damage. But I don't know if the Sonya really does that much better against Sylv. Like, as long as Sylv avoids getting speared, she's just going to be able to poke the Sonya down.
Yeah, definitely. So 2 camps taken by both teams. Blue team smartly leaving this siege camp until this first objective, if they do send someone to it now, perhaps Hanzo and Rhaegar.
Tychus going to get a lot of value top.
Yeah, Tychus might need a bit of help cleaning it up as well. It looks like Rhaegar might come and help do that.
But actually, he's using that chance to get away and come down, so we could see them go aggressive on this objective if Tychus and Rhaegar don't make it back in time.
Sonya's going to die here, but can she get the counter kill on Sylv? Not quite. The slam doesn't connect. She does some nice spinning, but yeah, she does go down in the end. I think the spell armor from the bruises was helping her a bit there, but it wasn't quite enough. As Rhaegar does pick up that siege camp in the top now.
And there you go. It looks like they're not even going to make any attempt to defend this now that they lost the Sonya. They just go, okay, let them have it. Keep pushing top instead and get another camp.
Yeah, nice delay coming out from the Anubarak. It just gives Tychus a little bit of space here. He should take this tower down, I think.
Yeah, I mean, with the Anub Hanzo, you've got potential to interrupt it a few times, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
No one rushing up top to stop the Tychus either. They're going now. You got Sylv heading up. I think a Tychus probably wins against a Sylv, no?
Probably, yeah, I think so. Sonya needs to be careful here. Here comes the gank attempt. Oh, I think Garrosh is going to get it nearly.
No, she got saved by the minions. He would have thrown a minion.
Yeah, here's the counter engage.
Taste of blood of Sonya earlier, and they wanted it again. But ending up with a stalemate in bot. Tychus continuing to push top. We we were correct. He does win the
Oh,
matchup.
that grenade damage. Sylve just hanging on with
Still hurting a
120
bit.
health.
And he saves the giant, which is, it's quite nice.
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah, it's kind of all even so far. Tiny bit of structure advantage for the blue team, but they're sort of even on XP. Only one kill between them.
Garrosh and Noob coming out to play, but Noob just burrows away from the Garrosh quite happily. And I mean, Anna's in bad positioning here if a fight did kick off. There you go, she gets around to the rest of her team. Malfiel's still split up, but that's less of a problem for him. And we are seeing the poke damage start to come out on Anoob. Anoob's thrown in, gets the stun, burrows onto Garrosh, and
nice Anna grenade.
Quite low as well.
The Anna grenade denying the healing there. Yeah, it looks like blue team are going to have to back off here. I was just thinking about it, and I think blue team really need their heroics. They need the cocoon, the leap, the Hanzo ult, whichever one they go for. I think that'll really benefit them. And then I thought the red team, are they going to go for nano boost tormented souls? Like it's vulnerable. It's vulnerable to cocoons,
Yeah.
but they also have Anna who can sort of melt the. Well, Anna and Tass who can melt the cocoon quite quickly. So.
And Sylve can do.
Yeah, exactly.
Well.
Depending on the positioning of the cocoon, that might not be that much of a nuisance.
Yeah, I think the ults are going to be interesting to see from Panda team because they really.
Astrius needs to be careful here. Oh, nice dash, just gets out. That task wall was just a split second too late.
They've really got a good opportunity here to let the Anu burrow in, let the Sonya leap in, and then pop their ults as a counter engage. Get a Wailing Arrow as a silence, get the Nano on, and yeah, it could be a really nice counter kill here if they survive the initial engage and melt the cocoon fast enough.
Yeah, for sure. Warlord's challenge on Garrosh, and we do see Tormented Souls, so surely it's going to be Nano Boost Tormented Souls. Like you say, I agree. I think that'll be a really nice counter engage.
And the Black All, which we haven't mentioned, but that is...
Oh,
Garrosh, look at that
getting
Garrosh
absolutely
go.
melted.
God,
Here comes
goodbye.
the Tormented Souls. He gets
Cocoon
cocooned.
comes out. Anu being brave and going in on the task gets the Ancestral Heal, and now they just got to deal with Malfiel all by himself.
Yeah, very nicely done. Garrosh just sort of died before the fight started there, right?
Yeah, he found himself that bit out of position, and what do you know? He just gets melted, and like I said, with the slows from the Rhaegar, he's going nowhere.
Yeah, so blue team gets channeled that.
Anna did a very good job sleeping Sonya to get away. I don't know if you saw that.
I missed that. I saw a lot of stuff that was going on, but not that.
A sliver of health, and Linux saying, "Nano Souls, let's go," and he's instantly sees it not working, unfortunately.
Yeah, Sonya needs to be careful here. She's under a lot of pressure from this Malfiel and the Tassadar. I think she's going down.
One zap and it's it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And Tychus gets the zap instead.
Yeah, not ideal timing with the objective coming up, and the red team only need one more seed to confirm the objective, but Sonya should just about be back in time.
And while they were doing that, Anna was soloing a bruiser camp and lost half her health to it.
Oh, lovely. Wow. Yeah, she didn't go for stacks on ones, so what can you expect?
Never
right?
seen an Anna solo a bruiser camp.
Blue team going for the channel. They should have an interrupt here with Tass. Oh,
Yeah,
I think Hanzo could have kept on channeling for a second there.
A noob in trouble here, potentially.
There's the black hole. The cocoon on the Malfiel. A noob needs to back up here, I think. He's in quite low health. They believe, though, the leap.
In with the leap.
The Tormented Souls Nano boost is out.
Really not getting enough time. Okay, there goes the noob.
He's unkillable.
Hanzo. No, he does not.
Anna gets out on about 200 health. They can't quite finish her off, but Sonya's going in for that kill. She misses the spear.
She hits the spear. Oh, and there's the sleep again to save herself. Anna is an escape artist this game.
He is. Meanwhile, Malfiel takes down the Tychus and then comes back to finish off the Sonya. Yeah, Anna very lucky to get away with a sliver of health there. Or a silver of health, whatever
MVP,
you want to say.
You heard it first.
Yeah, I think that went well for the red team. Like we said, they sort of waited for a noob rack to engage that time, rather than the Garrosh stepping up looking for that throw.
Yeah,
that's That's definitely the way they want to play these fights, I think.
And this is going to be a frustrating game for Garrosh, right? Because you're not really playing a counter-engage hero there. You can,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
you
that's
can
true.
throw allies to safety, but all he's going to really spend most of his fights doing is trying to survive.
Yeah.
while his team hopefully pick up a kill quicker.
Yeah, I mean they have been like roaming for ganks, so they are making use of the Garrosh, and they are here making Tychus back off on bot foot here, his Sylvanas traits. So this should definitely fall. Mid looks to be okay.
Guard and
So
Terror went very quickly in mid, but you know they can't defend bot, and looks like they're going to rotate top and try to defend that maybe. They're splitting again. Indecisiveness actually. You kind of see them roaming back and forth in mid. So I wonder if there's not a clear shot caller saying, you go here, you go here, you go
yeah,
here. There seems to be a bit of discussion going on.
yeah, the Odin's popped.
And instantly melts the tower.
Yeah. So red team have got all 5 in this area here, so they might look to have a little fight while Sonya's top. But okay, they choose to back off. They don't really have an advantage anymore, so heading off to do their own camp. No bloodlust from the Rhaegar. The Ancestral's definitely gotten a bit of value so far, but
Yeah, it's just that risk of the Ana grenade, isn't it? That Ana grenade
yeah,
can mitigate your ult straight away.
yeah,
And as much as Bloodlust might have been nice, they don't really have the comp to benefit from it, because Tychus...
bloodlust Odin. Great.
Okay, yeah. But the fights are too quick. He's not
suppose,
really
yeah.
going to be popping the Odin in time unless they're preempting it much better.
Here comes the Sylvanas trait. Red team forcing the top fort. Here comes the
Sonya's
leap
taking
though
a
on the
lot
Ana.
of damage.
Ana's quite deep. Hit the Dragon Arrow follow up. Nice black
Can't
hole.
escape that time.
Not that time. Nearly. Here comes the nano boost. Tormented Souls. No nano boost because Ana's dead.
No nano boost, yeah.
Ooh, nice CC on the Sylvanas.
There's no way Task gets away from this without an amazing force wall. Nope. And time for Garrosh to remember how squishy he can be.
Yep. Okay, very
really
nice fight from the blue team.
That
slight greed from the red team there.
Yeah,
and they didn't get the fort.
Sonya, but the Dragon Arrow's just able to follow up and keep them in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, just a bit of greed and just not. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it was Garrosh needed to be there with the fort in front of the forts to be able to peel for his team.
Yeah.
But
Sonya clearing bot, but they're going to get the objective uncontested now, aren't they?
It looks like I don't think they have the poke. Anna's coming in to maybe do a sleep dart, but I don't think she'll get there in time.
Garrosh very unlucky not to get the interrupt, but he's going to die for it, I think.
He is low, but he's got the Ana healing him from over the side. Here comes the nano souls. Sonya's not here.
Counter engage. Counter engage gets the kills.
And that's sort of that's devastating for the blue team. They get the objective, but without that Anubarak, you can't really get full value from it, can you?
And Sonya was clearing bot, wasn't she, when that fight started? So
yeah, I guess the red team saw that and were happy to sort of take the fight before the objective. They wanted to sort of bait them into that.
And they were so distracted trying to finish off that Garrosh, they just failed to recognise the Malthael slipping into the middle of them, popping his ult.
They're all bar. They might see Malthael top in a second and try to find something as Anubarak comes back. Malthael's going to finish off that top fort.
Just, wanting to get that, but
he's trying to, but he doesn't do any damage, right? So it's kind of hard for him to finish that off.
That moment where you realise you are a Malthael, you're not really.
Yeah. Any other hero in the game, no problem, but Malthael,
At least he can just go heal up on a wave.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Pandas didn't pick up the bottom siege camp before coming up.
Yeah, I would have probably gone for that one first.
Going to succeed where Malthael failed. And just doing so, she did take a fort shot.
Blue team going to push with this Bruiser Camp now on bots. They should get it. I don't see any defense here. So sort of evening up the map. Both teams have lost their top and bot forts. That's all to play for now, right? It's all pretty even.
Yeah, it can still go either way. Neither team's having any of the tributes, so clean slate pretty much. Equal on structures, and these fights just go either way. It literally just depends whether Pandas manage to kind of survive that initial engage and actually get to push back.
Yeah.
Keep that Anna alive long enough to heal everyone back up. Garrosh overextending him a bit here, maybe?
Yeah, Sonya's a little behind though.
Easily. And they get it uncontested.
Yeah, Sonya was a little far behind, so blue team not committing too much.
I don't think the Anub needs to worry too much about being thrown by the Garrosh.
There is a lot of damage though with Sylvanas Tassadar.
Yeah. If the Wailing Arrow can go off before he gets his burrow, then yes.
Yeah, so it's a risky one that with Sylv. Massive cooldown if you don't get the silence before he gets his unstoppable.
Yeah.
So, but if you get the kill, then that can be game changing. So. Ooh. So blue team tidying up in bot.
Rotating away from this objective. Like they're going to be late getting up, and you saw how quickly they got the last one.
Yeah, I mean you can give this objective up, but why? What are you going to do apart from just tidy that camp 20. Up? Yeah, maybe they might be. They should hit 20 just before their opponents, so might be planning to take a quick fight there. A lot of pressure on the Garrosh.
Garrosh gets punished again. And
big damage coming out.
Surely.
Anub'arak does not fall yet. Ancestral comes out.
But they can't keep Hanzo alive. Cocoon goes out on Malthael, and I'm
a bit more worried for them than the Malthael, to be honest, as Sonya falls in the back line. Malthael healing himself up nicely.
Big heal from Anna. Big heal from Anna. He's in on the Rhaegar. He wants to keep chasing. Still trying to chase a noob, but not having any luck. So I think they just have to settle to be happy with the tribute and an extra kill.
Yeah, I think blue team were lucky there. They could have lost a bit more, I think.
Yeah, you can tell as soon as they cocooned the Malthael. Again, there was that indecision of, do we stay and try to kill him? Do we just run away? Like, no one really wanted him to come out that cocoon there.
Yeah, I think if they had two ranged there, it would have been better. You could have spread out a bit more, but having the Rhaegar and the Anub, it meant that the Malthael could heal himself up quite nicely.
Yeah, I mean, you just let the Rhaegar through and stick a Malthael in his face. Problem solved.
Yeah, so, contentious point. Rewind from the Anub'arak. Now, if you ask 99% of HOTS players, they'll say, Rewind is the choice at level 20 for Anub'arak. If you speak to Yimek, he will say...
hey, you're getting a nano-boosted Malthael in your face, get the extended cocoon and just keep him out the fight forever. Right? There is no counter-engage if you do that. You just extended cocoon and let your team clear up. That Garrosh is not surviving that long. There's no way in hell. So, counter argument. He made a terrible choice. I'm sorry. Those extra stuns on Malthael are going to do nothing.
Speaking of Malthael, so he's gone for no one can stop death so he can respawn. Anna's gone for the nano infusion, which gives healing to the nano boost target. So Malthael, when nano boosted, is unkillable now. Unless he's in a cocoon. Well, he'll be unkillable in there too, I guess, but... they're not killing him while he's nano boosted anyway. No real surprises with the talents. Bolt of the Storm from Sylvs, fairly standard. Upgraded Black Hole. Both teams are posturing.
The upgraded Black Hole, I don't know if it's as strong as... Like... I don't think it's that much to worry about here. They're not aware of the Garrosh that's just coming and taunted the Tigers. This could be quite...
Ooh, nice leap.
There's too much going on. This Black Hole is getting huge value, though. Okay, I take it back. Upgraded Black Hole. That's where it's at. Leap held their own team in place for a nice Black Hole to sweep through and kill everyone. So...
Yeah, I really like a crater on level 20 Sonya, but yeah, it kind of backfired a bit there. I don't know.
The Tychus was too far forward for that Garrosh taunt, and as soon as that happened, They were just a squishy was dying guaranteed, and
Mhm.
yeah, there you go. Counter engage 101. It's going to be GG.
Yeah, it's really hard to know who to focus because they've got the Tass with the Black Hole, the Sylvanas with the Wailing Arrow, so yeah, red team, as long as they position well enough, then yeah, they've got that really, really strong counter engage.
Oh, goodbye, Rhaegar. You don't want to be there. And there's
Yeah,
no way Hanzo defends this alone now.
no chance. They're clicking on the
Not
core, they throw the Hanzo in, he goes
well
down.
done. GG. Absolutely well done. Yeah,
Yeah,
they weathered the storm. They got them grouped up at the end and got a really nice kill there. And like I said, that kind of I kind of feel like they didn't have the better draft, particularly with the Rhaegar meta at the moment. But they had heroes that they are really confident on, and I think that's like I said, that's why the Annas survived so much. They were just able to keep in that game.
yeah. Yeah, it was quite close, up until those last fights. The structures were quite even, and
Yeah, it could have gone
yeah.
at level 16. It could have gone either way, definitely.
Mhm.
And then it was just a couple fights that went in their favor.
Yeah.
Imagine the upgraded cocoon. You're completely right. They would have won.
I'm not convinced.
No,
but
I don't think they could have seen that black hole value after the leap pinned them in place.
That was very nice. So Panditas del Nexo take the series 2-0, getting a bit of vengeance from when these two teams met last season. So, but Svartalheim, they played really well as well. Yeah, I think they had it. Both matches were well contested, so you can see a good strong season from both of them, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, Pandas are gonna be out to win the league if they can at the end of the day.
Yeah, we
So
mentioned that earlier. Yeah, so
I think they've done a very nice opening to show, yeah, you can throw some tough stuff at us, but we're going to keep our heads, we're going to play our strategy, and we're going to win. So if I was Div 6 and I was coming up against them, I'd watch this and start thinking, not only what are our strategies going into it, but how are we going to adapt them to deal with what's going to be thrown at us.
Cool. Well, guess that's it from us, right?
Yeah, that's it. So
Yeah, that's it. That's the cast.
catch you all soon.
Yeah, thanks everyone who watched. Cool. Bye.
Bye.
Turn this off. Oh, there we go.